Now, I'm going to step out on a limb. I think we have to have a guest worker program, and I think it has to be economically driven. I personally would outsource it, and I would propose to the Congress outsourcing it to American Express, Visa, or MasterCard, because they understand how to run programs with minimum fraud, and the federal government candidly does not. But at that point, if you have an effective guest worker program and you have an effective card system, there is no excuse for any employer hiring somebody illegally, and at that point I would be for dramatically higher economic sanctions on employers who do that. Now, having done all that, we now come to the question of 11 million plus or minus who are here. And this is where I had a deep disagreement with Governor Romney, and I really think it's worth exploring, and I hope if he comes this afternoon you'll explore it with him. I think once you set this up, a very significant number of younger, unattached migrants would, in fact, go back home and apply for a guest worker card. So self-deportation, in fact, works for those groups. But I tried to deal in an honest way with the complexity of what's going on. You have people who've been here 25 years, who have been in the community, working, paying their bills, married, children, grandchildren, in a local church. And my first position, and by the way, I got attacked, like some of you will remember this from the debate in Washington. I mean, I got attacked by Romney and others as though I had, sold out on America. They started yelling amnesty. What I said was, for folks who have been here a long time, who have family, and who are clearly financially responsible, if they can have an American family sponsor them, we should create a World War II style, with the way we did the draft in World War II, you had local citizen panels. And we should have citizen review boards. They should be able to apply, prove they've been here, prove their ties to relatives who are American, prove that they have a family sponsoring them, and they should then get a right of residence, not citizenship. To get citizenship, they should go back home and file like everybody else and get in queue, which would not in any way stop them from still being a resident. They would take a trip, they'd file, and as you know, in a lot of these countries, it's a matter of years. But here's my point. It's not enough when you get to people who have strong family ties to just say self-deportation and let it go. Because what that means is, since they're not going to self-deport, I mean, all of you know the passion which Hispanic families, and frankly most immigrant families have, for family. This is what ties them together in a new and a strange place. The idea that grandmother is not going to be supported, the idea that she's going to self-deport, this is a fantasy. It's not a solution. And that's why I've said, let's find a practical, common-sense local system which enables citizens to decide, yes, you ought to have residency, come in under the law, be able to live the rest of your life with dignity. And I think it is a doable, enforceable, practical step. And I would hope you would support the idea that we can actually methodically get to a point within 5 years where no one is in America illegally. Those who are here without citizenship are here with the appropriate papers. And we have ended one of the great challenges of our time. And I think that's a very important way to reunify the country.